All right, welcome back. Of course, it's Breakfast Daily, and we're going to get into some other conversations this morning. But I think it's very important to pay attention to the conversation we just had to ensure that your kids are safe.
Oh,
all right?
absolutely.
It's very, very, very important.
Can't joke around with certain things anymore, right?
Well, it's time for us to speak to some young women entrepreneurs with comfort. Now, we've been joined today by Edna Bonche, who is a tertiary scholar, medical student, beneficiary of the MasterCard Foundation, and well, of course, that's with the comfort support, and Marion Awok Badek. She's a tertiary scholar as well, medical student as well, and also a beneficiary of the MasterCard Foundation and comfort support. Ladies, you
Good
are
morning,
welcome.
ladies.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so let's start with introduction. Just tell us a little bit about yourselves. I'll start with you.
My name is Edna Bonche. I'm a tertiary scholar at the MasterCard Foundation at Comfort, and I am a graduate of the University of Ghana, University for Development Studies, School of Medicine.
Okay, but what does it mean to be a tertiary scholar?
To be a tertiary scholar at Comfort is to receive a stipend, have financial support and other things provided by MasterCard to Comfort.
Okay, so Marion, you're a tertiary scholar as well. You're
Yes,
also
I
a
am.
medical student.
Yes.
What else do we need to know about you?
I think that's basically it. I'm Marion Awok Badek. I'm a scholar with the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program with Comfort Ghana. And I recently completed my medical training at the University for Development Studies School of Medicine.
Okay, all right. So
Are you both in your housemanship period now? What's happening?
Not yet.
That's a
we
bit of a way
finished
off.
a month ago.
Okay.
We are going to be inducted hopefully next month,
Okay.
and then we'll start our house.
Congratulations.
Okay.
So we are in a
Fantastic.
transition.
Yes, you're in
transitional
transition.
phase, yeah.
Great.
Enjoy it until the pressure comes back.
Yes, we are trying to do just that.
Yes.
That's
Well,
good.
congratulations to you both. But
Thank you very much.
what was it like to have that kind of support? MasterCard Foundation from Comfort. What was it like to have that support?
I have been a scholar for, I think, since 2014,
Wow.
Okay.
so since high school.
Wow.
And the scholarship basically provides financial support, and let me just say it's a very holistic program.
Okay.
So it gives you financial support and it tries to build you up as a whole. So I have received training on leadership, personal branding, relationships, everything that makes me a better person. And it also gives you an opportunity to network with scholars in Ghana as well as everywhere else in the world. So we have platforms like the Baobab, the social education network, that creates an opportunity for you to, network with people who are doing similar things. And yes, so it just makes you a better person.
Wonderful. What's the experience been like for you, Marion?
So I joined the program in my first year in the university, and as she said, they provide both financial support as well as building you in other areas of your life. So we've received training on financial literacy, mentorship programs, counseling sessions, entrepreneurial opportunities, and just so many other things that build us as a whole and not just our educational career. And that for me has been really empowering.
Wonderful.
I'm curious about something. You both went to UDS, right?
Yes.
Okay. So talk to me about the difference you feel that Comfort made when you look at yourself vis-a-vis your colleagues who were not under financial support. How much impact that support gave you?
I'll say the biggest one has been the access to quality education without having to worry about the financial burdens that come with it. That has been quite a relief. And looking at our other colleagues, although we all have access to the education, we have had opportunities to network with other young people, mentorship programs, just so many other opportunities that have helped to build us holistically outside of the classroom and outside of being just a medical
holistic
student.
education.
Yes.
And what about you? Is it the same, or do you have any particular experiences that you want to share?
So before I actually entered university, Comfort took me through a program called Transition.
Okay.
So it gave me training about how to live my life in the
Okay.
university, the choices I should make, how I should handle my finances. I actually remember I was given education as to how to send emails.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yes,
Wow.
so it gives you everything that you need to know to start life in university.
Even the things that you take for granted.
Exactly. And it eliminates the financial worries as well, so that is very, very
How many
helpful.
of you were supported in medical school in your year?
From Ghana, we are 14 medical students graduating this year.
Okay.
There are more, but 14 of us are graduating
I
this
see.
year.
So there's 10 of us at UDS, and we have others from UHAS, UCC, and the University of Ghana.
Okay, wonderful. That's amazing.
Mm.
So let's talk about, you have different backgrounds. You've been a scholar since high school, you said. Now, had it not been for the support that you've received through CAMFED, through the MasterCard Foundation, I'll start with you this time, Marion. Where do you see yourself and where would you have been? Would it have been as easy to get into school and pay your way through? I know you've mentioned that the financial support has been immense for you and that has helped you, but where would you be? Do you think you would have even done medicine?
Well, I got on the program when I got admission into medical school.
Okay.
But definitely my ride through medical school, which already is hectic, has been a lot smoother with the MasterCard Foundation. And so they've made these past 7 years a lot easier for me. And I'm really grateful for that.
When you got onto the program first, I mean, your experience was earlier, but when you got onto the program first, and your first set of fees was taken care of, what went through your mind? How did you feel? And did you at any point in time wonder if, maybe, okay, we are grateful that it's happened now, but you're hoping that the rest of the years will also be paid up promptly and smoothly the same way? Did you go through any of those thoughts?
That was definitely a huge relief. Like, some of my colleagues and I would joke that CAMFED has fault us, CAMFED and MasterCard Foundation has fault us, because right now I don't even know how fees are paid. Like, if you if you send me to go to the bank and pay my fees, I don't know how to do
it's
it.
done.
Because MasterCard Foundation and CAMFED sorts all that out for me, and that has just been a huge relief. And they've been consistent. Besides just the fees, accommodation is catered for. They give us stipends for every trimester, and laptops for school. So it's just been a really amazing ride with the MasterCard Foundation and CAMFED Ghana.
Brilliant. Have you seen any differences between what the support did for you when you were in high school versus what it did for you when you were going through medical school?
Yes. In high school, I received stipend, definitely not as much as I had from university. In high school, there was no healthcare. There is healthcare in tertiary.
Okay.
And then I think in tertiary too, you are given a laptop. That's not the same in high school. And the programs that you attend, the capacity building programs are completely different. In SHS, we had role modeling, leadership. In university, we have financial training, entrepreneurship training, networking training. So
basically, CAMFED, MasterCard Foundation, they look at the stage at which you are and equip you with what you need. Of course, when you're in the university, you're an adult.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
indeed, some people's parents don't even know where their universities are. They have no idea where they are.
It's entirely amazing.
They're an adult.
Some parents don't know that, okay, the university is here. They know that, oh, my child has left to Accra. They say they're going to school, but they don't even know where the school is.
Wonderful.
But I'm curious about your inspiration to study medicine.
I went to study medicine for 3 reasons. The first is that I really like biology. I like studying it. It's interesting, very interesting. But the second thing is also to just break societal stereotypes. I remember growing up, when I told someone I wanted to be a medical doctor, the response I had was that girls are not really good at math and science. They would never gain admission into medical school. So it's nice to be able to
who said that
change
to
that.
you?
A lot of people actually did.
Where are they now? They should see you.
I mean, I don't understand that. What's that?
I know.
Girls girls are not good at math and science?
No, but it's something that we tell ourselves a lot.
Yes.
It's something that is preached in society, and if you're a girl, you're a woman, you hear it more often.
You do.
Men, boys, you may not hear it, or you may not
won't.
be sensitive to it. But if you're a female, you hear it all the time. There's so many things that you're told you can't do, and math and science, there seems to be
difficult
for very intelligent people. They're difficult. It's hard. Women, you at some point you get married, so don't even worry, because it takes time to have a career in science or mathematics.
Exactly.
I'm sure you heard those things.
We have.
You know, but thank you for breaking the stereotype. And Marion, what about you? Why did you want to study medicine?
So for me, in junior high school, I found integrated science very interesting, and so I went ahead to study general science in senior high. And when I was considering career options, one thing that was really important for me, besides just having an interest in the field, was a career that allowed me to be able to help humanity. And medicine for me affords that, because I think personally that being able to help people when they are sick is one of the best ways to serve humanity. And so I went ahead to study medicine.
And I think that you're both going to be serving humanity in different ways. Yes, there's the physical aspect of your work as medical professionals, but there's also teaching people just by being a female medical officer. That lets them know that it's possible. You could change a young girl's life by her just coming to see you as her doctor. Oh, wow, my doctor is a woman, you know, and that alone will let her know that it's possible. So, again, well done.
Thank you. What would you say are some of the challenges that you've, as ladies who've chosen to be in the STEM world, right? What are some of the challenges you face? I mean, you made mention of the fact that people say math and science are not for, you know, girls will find it difficult, so don't do it. What are some of the other challenges? And then now that you've graduated as doctors, what do you find are people's attitude and, you know, some of those same people? And let me start with you.
Like you said, the challenges are different depending on where you are. So in high school, it is which subjects to study, which ones are harder for girls. In university, I find that it is about relationships. People think that if you're a female medical doctor, you're intimidating and you want to find a man who was willing to marry you. Right now that I've finished school, you know, we are considering specialties, where to do your specialties. And the advice you would usually get is that you should specialize in an area that is, you know, not so demanding, so that it would give you time to have a family. So now you have to either sacrifice passion for family, something like that.
Wow, interesting. What about you, Mary?
I'll say the biggest challenge has been representation. The lack of representation in STEM for young girls who are looking to pursue careers in the field. And for example, throughout my medical training, most of my lecturers, the specialists, the consultants are males. Most of the doctors you come across. And so you get to see firsthand how male-dominated the field is. Yes, and so sometimes you may begin to question if you belong in this space.
Yeah, but how have you overcome those challenges? And that you're staring them, it's one thing hearing about them, but now you're staring them head on, and I imagine it's going to get a little worse now that you're actually entering into the realm of work. But how have you overcome the challenges so far, and what are some of the lessons that you'll be taking into your profession once you're licensed?
I think Comfort is doing a great job at equipping us to deal with these challenges. Basically, they create a network of people who are experiencing the same challenges and in the same situation as you. So that network guides you, it motivates you, and they have people, therapists, counselors speak to us. So if you're having difficulty dealing with it, then you can actually speak to professionals sponsored by Comfort.
Okay.
And then apart from that, I just think that going up, I acknowledged to myself that it was going to be harder for me than the male counterparts. So, you know, once you acknowledge that, then you are willing to work harder if you really want it.
Yeah.
I think that's
what about you, Mary?
I think that just knowing that the field is a male-dominated field motivates me or pushes me in a way to break those stereotypes and the barriers that stand in my way. But I'll also say that although most of my lecturers and the specialists I see and consultants are males, I've been privileged to work under female doctors, specialists, consultants who are doing their thing at the top. And it just motivates and empowers me to work hard to get there and be that representation for the young girls coming after me.
Wonderful.
Let's talk about giving back. All right. In what ways are you or have you been looking at after receiving so much from Comfort? What ways are you giving back?
So one of the good things about the program with Comfort and MasterCard is we get to network with other young women who are doing great things in their fields and who are like-minded when it comes to giving back. And so together we are able to organize programs to give back to society. Some of these over the years have included training for young women, skills training, visits to orphanages and donations, health screening programs and education, clean-up exercises, and a host of others. But personally, through the holistic training Comfort has given me, it has helped me realize that human beings are like a whole, and there are several ways through which you can empower people. And so young people, I come across people younger than me, people my age, young girls, I try to empower them whatever way I can, be it encouraging them, supporting them, guiding them to make certain career choices. Just whatever way I think I can empower this young girl to go for her dreams. I try to do that on a daily basis.
What about you, Edna?
I think that the big thing Comfort teaches us is that giving back is not doing the big things. It's being different by yourself, different in your family, so that you can encourage people to being fans Mariam has already described. The training that I have received from Comfort directly benefits my family, my nuclear family, my extended family.
Yeah.
For instance, I have a few cousins who are applying to go to the university this year.
Okay.
And I have been very supportive about it. I am teaching them what I have learned from Comfort. I am taking them through the application process. I could have done that by myself without the support, and it would have been harder, but Comfort did it for me, and Comfort would not be able to do it for everybody.
Yeah.
So then I am there as Comfort to do it for those that I have access to.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Thank you ladies so much for, I'm sure you've inspired a lot of young women and probably even elder women as well, who may have at one point or another given up on their dreams because they just didn't think it was possible. So thank you for sharing your stories, for taking the opportunity that had been given to you and turning it into gold. That's important too. Some people have the opportunities and they don't use them well. And we want to be in your consulting rooms at some point.
Well, we pray for good health. We hope the consulting room is not where we need.
Pass by and say hello.
Hi.
Any final thoughts you want to share?
I would like to thank God for how far He has brought me, for all the support He has granted me. But I would also like to thank the MasterCard Foundation and Comfort Ghana for everything they've done for myself and my colleagues. We hope that they'll continue to do that for other young women, and we promise them that in the near future we'll multiply all that they've given us to others. I'd also like to shout out to my classmates, the China class of the UDS graduating class of 2022. I'd like to thank my family and everyone that has supported me this far. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It's been nice being here.
And Edna?
Famous Maroon, I want to thank Comfort for all the support that I have received. I want to thank my family for the support, and I want to tell young girls that there are barriers definitely, but there are people there willing to support you. There is Comfort, of course. You can reach out to Comfort for support. There are other scholarship opportunities available that you can look for.
Wonderful.
For your
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, ladies. And if there's anyone who's been watching us and you'd like to reach out to Comfort Ghana, you need some kind of support, there are numbers you can call. You can call 0302 544 224 or 0302 544 225. You can also go to the website www.comfort.org and get all the information that you need so that you too can claim your dreams and your destiny.
Yes, and with that, let's take a look at what's coming up tonight, 7:30 tonight, Hairdressers. A new episode is on your screen. Here's a teaser.